Fly trap. One fine afternoon, near a cozy little house, a fly was buzzing happily, minding her own business, just doing fly things. Suddenly, a sneaky spider spotted her and thought, lunch is served. The spider quickly climbed down the tree, ran into the house, and came back carrying a sticky glue tape. Before starting the video, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel, and she spread out the tape and put all sorts of yummy snacks on it. A bit of sugar, some crumbs, even a drop of honey. Then she hid behind a corner and whispered, "Come, little fly. Come to mama." The fly saw the delicious buffet and went, "Well, don't mind if I do." She landed on the tape, took a tiny bite here, a tiny lick there, but she was too light to get stuck. She was just chillin', enjoying her meal like it was a 5-star restaurant. The spider, hiding nearby, started sweating. Why isn't she stuck yet? This glue is supposed to be super sticky, and jumped toward the fly to grab her. But the fly zoomed away like a fighter jet, and the spider went splat, straight into her own glue trap. Now she was stuck from head to toe, legs flailing helplessly. The fly hovered above her, laughing hysterically. "Nice trap, genius. How's the glue taste?" And that's how the hunter became the hunted, or rather, the stuck one.
One day, a group of wasps were performing stunts, flying quickly and at high altitudes, making a lot of noise. All the other insects in the jungle were watching their tricks in awe. But one bug, who was peacefully sleeping, was disturbed by the loud commotion. The noise ruined his nap, and he became very angry. He flew up and knocked one of the wasps out of the air, then decided to teach the whole group a lesson. The bugs flew from one wasp to another, scolding them all for being so loud. The wasps, furious, decided to take revenge and chased after the bug. But the bug was clever. He led them on a long journey through the jungle, showing them all the sights. As the wasps grew tired, the bug spotted a road divider ahead. He flew through it and landed on a flower, which was just about to bloom. The wasps, flying too fast, crashed into the divider. In the end, the wasps were exhausted, and their stunts came to an abrupt stop. Thanks to the clever bug, everyone in the jungle found peace, and the bug was finally able to get some much-needed rest.
The spider, the fly, and the magic cane. Once upon a time, in a beautiful garden full of flowers, there lived a little spider. When suddenly, buzz buzz, a fly zoomed in. The spider's eyes lit up. "Lunch time," she thought, and whoosh, she jumped down to catch the fly. But the sneaky fly was too fast. It zipped away and accidentally flew straight into a weird shiny cane lying on the ground. The spider chased after it and jumped in too. Poof! Both of them popped out the other end, right in the middle of a busy road. It turns out that the cane was a teleportation cane. The fly buzzed off again, and the spider chased her, straight back into the cane. This time, whoosh, they ended up floating in outer space. The fly was having fun. I'm flying among the stars." But the spider was like, "No web, no gravity, new." Still, the spider wouldn't give up. She jumped back into the cane after the fly, and zap, they popped out again, right into a swimming pool. The fly easily flew away, laughing. The poor spider? She floated in the middle of the pool, stuck in the magic cane, yelling, partying like it was spring break, and thought, "Nope, not in my house." So she tiptoed or eight-legged crept toward them, all sneaky-like. Nothing happened. Meanwhile, the spider just sat there, web all messed up, toys everywhere, wondering why she didn't just stay in bed that day. The Great Ant Adventure. Cherries Ant. One fine afternoon, a fancy dining table was loaded with delicious food. Suddenly, out of nowhere, came a tiny but mighty ant. She started climbing up the side of the glass, her little legs slipping like someone trying to run on ice. Halfway up, she lost her grip and splat. Down she went. But this wasn't just any ant. Oh no, this was a motivational speaker in ant form. She dusted herself off and said, "I didn't come this far just to quit at the juice." So she tried again. Finally, with one heroic leap worthy of an action movie, she landed right on the straw like it was her personal elevator to glory. From there, she spotted her dream, that juicy red cherry. Her eyes sparkled like, "Oh yeah, that's dinner." She jumped from the straw straight onto the cherry. She bonked right into the cherry and bounced off it, landing with a plop on an ice cube. Now she was surfing like a pro, floating around the juice like a tiny bug-sized ship captain. But our ant was unstoppable, this time landing perfectly on the cherry. With one powerful shove, she pushed the cherry right out of the glass. And our ant slid down the glass like a tiny superhero, making a dramatic exit. At last, she reached her prize. She stood beside the cherry like a conqueror and took a big, victorious bite. Once upon a time, deep in a jungle that probably had zero Wi-Fi, a little fly came buzzing through the air, doing her thing, being nosy and annoying until she landed gracefully, or so she thought, on a wooden tree. But then, surprise, there were dozens of flies, a full-blown fly gang. They all saw Spidey and were like, "Hey, that's the creepy weirdo who keeps trying to eat us." On Valentine's Day, a little insect was on his way to meet his girlfriend. He was very excited because he had bought a beautiful ring for her. Full of happiness, he started his journey to surprise her. Suddenly, a crow appeared on the road. Frightened, the insect dropped the ring and quickly hid behind a stone. The crow came closer, picked up the ring, and flew away with it. But the insect did not give up. Determined to get the ring back, he climbed a tree and slowly made his way toward the crow's nest. When he finally reached the nest, he saw many shiny things kept there. He found the ring and tried to take it, but it slipped from his hands and got stuck on a branch. When the insect tried again to grab the ring, it fell down to the ground. Just then, a spider came along, picked up the ring, and walked away with it. Poor little insect had no other choice. In the end, he managed with a cane holder instead and gifted that to his girlfriend. There was once a garden where many vegetables were growing. In that garden lived snails, wasps, caterpillars, ants, and many other insects. They happily ate the vegetables every day. One day, the owner of the garden came with insect-killing poison. He poured the poison around the vegetables so that the insects would die. The insects hid and secretly watched the man while he was doing this. After the man left, the ants, snails, and caterpillars came out, but they could not eat the vegetables because the poison was spread all around them. Before moving forward in the video, please like and subscribe for the good news from Jesus Christ. Then the ants called a bug for help. The bug arrived with a piece of glue tape. He carefully placed the glue tape over the poison and removed it by sticking the poison to the tape. Once the poison was gone, the insects were safe again, and they happily returned to eating the vegetables. There was a beautiful swimming pool, and near it on a plant lived a big spider who had built her web there. Nearby, a small spider had also spun her own web on the same plant. One day, a fly came buzzing by, but accidentally bumped into the plant and fell into the water. Her wings got wet, and she fainted. Seeing this, both spiders thought of catching the fly. The big spider rushed first, climbing onto a piece of foam that was floating in the pool and started heading toward the fly. But the foam began to fill with water and sink. The big spider barely managed to crawl out, soaked and struggling. Just then, the little spider came with a glass, sat inside it, and started floating toward the fly to catch her. The big spider, not wanting the little one to succeed, started throwing olives at her to sink her. The olives worked, and the small spider also began to sink. Meanwhile, the fly slowly began to regain consciousness. The big spider quickly spun a web across the swimming pool and tried to use it to reach the fly. But just as she reached, the little spider appeared from the other side, and both ended up falling into the water. At that moment, the fly fully woke up, flapped her wings, and flew away safely. Both spiders were left with nothing, empty-handed and dripping wet.
One day, a group of ants stole a cell phone from the beach and tried to carry it back to their home. While taking it inside, the phone got stuck at the entrance. Somehow, they managed to pull it into their nest and placed it in one spot inside. All the ants gathered around and stared at the phone. Suddenly, a call came in, and the phone started ringing. The ants loved the sound of the ringtone and stood there listening happily. As soon as the call disconnected, the ringtone stopped, and the ants went back to their work. The next day, whenever a call came, all the ants would immediately stop their work and run toward the phone. After the call ended, they would return to their tasks. This kept happening again and again. But after a few days, the phone's battery died and the phone turned off. When the ants realized it no longer made any sound, they picked it up and threw it into the junk storage room.